when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Well, it is a question that 70,000 strong ask before every game at Caesars Superdome. Who'd that say they gonna beat them Saints? Then in a few moments, we're gonna see a team trying to provide an answer here in New Orleans. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. In charge of the Cardinals, that is head coach Jonathan Gannon. These guys just about set to go in this one. Facing off with him, head coach Kellen Moore of the Saints. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, starting our second year here in the Madden booth. And from the Superdome, we're underway. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them began his college career way back in 2018. Now entering the NFL as a second-round pick. It's Tyler Shuck.
Being drafted in the second round, that put an extra-sized chip on his shoulder. He had 31 other teams in the NFL to prove wrong from that day on. And he's fought his way into the starting role for his first career game and started what he expects to be a stellar career. You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
At the 35-yard line.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Another run for Kamara. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. Here's Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Shuck now on first down. It's caught left side by Hill. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
At the line of scrimmage.
Pistol snap here to Shuck. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
From the 32. Short pass brought in. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Gain is to the 27.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it. Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
We give inside to Akers. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Rush coming for Shuck. And down he goes. The Cardinals got there. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Loss on the play.
Ben,
It's now
Bend.
third down.
Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Shot working from the gun. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
A loss of 7. It's fourth down.
So the Saints send out Blake Grupe for the try. It's about 43 yards for him. Grupe sends it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. And for a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Here's Greg Dortch with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led up by the 7th-year quarterback from Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
Dude, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet to get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance. I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Murray on third down. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30. So on fourth down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. And a fair catch made here at the 17. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Here's shot, first and 10. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
They give on second to Camara. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Chuck now from the gun. Will the Cardinals get to him here? He's brought down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
On fourth down, the Saints turn to Matthew Hayball to punt this one away. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now he gets set to see the Cardinal offense for the second time. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. First and 10, Murray. Here's a screen, it's Connor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Kyler throwing here. Gets it to him on the screen. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
complete to James
I'm a
Conner.
big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Back to the air, Murray. He's got McBride complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. Throwing again, Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
Another throw coming for Murray. Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
Again, it's Murray to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard
Personal
line.
foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
And suddenly a chance to take the lead re-enters the picture following that penalty. Running it after the penalty. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Now he takes it, and they bring him down at the 18-yard line. And the Saints go in nickel. 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
From the gun, it's Murray. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
This, our last play of the quarter. They'll start this series with an option left. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have it 2nd and 4. From the 16. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Taysom
Last
Hill.
pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
17 yards. That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running behind center with Camaro. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Chris Olave. That's a gain of 4.
3rd down, here's Shuck.
And 8.
Complete beyond the marker. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game.
Saints 10, Cardinals nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Harrison secures this left side. And he's tackled for a short gain. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Murray. It's caught by Wilson. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
To number 14, Michael Wilson. A gain of 21 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Now Kyler. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls you just trust the most.
Caught by Connor out of the backfield. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Murray with the sneak. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
2 yards on the play. First down, Arizona. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going on first down. Here's Murray. Dump off caught by his back. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Sent to the ground by Keith Warner. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 at the 39.
Here's Kyler to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Kyler looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
First down, Cardinals.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down carry for Connor. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Connor goes the wrong way, and he's going to lose several here.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They go to him again, and he's backed up again as they stop him for another long.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Murray, 3rd and goal. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Chad Ryland for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Ryland is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Shaheed now to return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints and wide receiver Brandon Cook set to take over now. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Off the play action, Chuck. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's a give inside to Kamara. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Sean Murphy-Bunting ranging over for that stop.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
to the air,
6.
3rd and long. Screen here for Kamara. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shock working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd down.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
1st and 10.
Kamara gets it on the draw. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints with a chance to boost their lead. 2nd and 10 now. They get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Cardinals grab it at the 20. And Arizona takes it back for a touchdown. The Cardinals earn the chance to tie it before halftime. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field. Maybe his whole life. That distance, whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. Well, he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it, and he won.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals tie things 10-10. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The New Orleans offense set to go now. First call here coming from the shotgun. Chuck now from the gun. One pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. forward. They need to get set.
Brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 3. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this one's recovered by the Cardinals.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Cardinals offense making its way out. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. He keeps it and takes off. And he gives himself up after a short gain. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throwing here, Murray. Here's a screen, and it's Connor. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. The Saints calling for a timeout. Their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. The kick by Ryland is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Kudos to that defense, seriously, Kate. Coming in that situation where your offense just fumbles the ball away, there's no sulking, there's no pouting, it's time to step up and do your job, and they did just that.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints are going to take over now near the end of the half. And normally they'd need their sap Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, Shuck. Finds a man underneath. It's Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 44. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
By Calais Campbell. A loss of 5.
Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again.
Up to the point of the game, Kate, now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Another punt coming. Matthew Hayball once again to do the honors. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these 2 squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our 3rd quarter. Dortch now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cardinals and running back James Conner heading back to the field. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most. And we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
On second down, a run with Connor. Now that's not what the offense style about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's
Kyler throwing here. Gets it to him on the screen. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Cardinals out for the punt. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Here comes the Saints offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They've got first down from the 31. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, to really create some indecision now defensively.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pistol snap here to Shuck. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Coverage by Max Milton.
And he's got a free play here. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still second down.
After a man jumps, they come up 2nd and 5 to go. They'll run here following the penalty. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap to Shuck. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for us Saints. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 2nd and 3 now.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Akers. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. They're third and short.
They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is Kamara. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And they haul him down after a gain of a couple, leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on third down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets them up with first and goal.
And the Saints, first down. First down and goal to go.
They'll run with Kamara. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Back to throw. Shot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal. Shock. Throw caught at the 6. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grab the lead on their first series of the half. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints take a 4-point lead.
Saints 17, Cardinals 13.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. On the return, here's Jones. Oh, what a stiff arm! And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Cardinal first down.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Looks like they're going option keeper on first and 10. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
First down, Arizona.
Kyler looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
An 8-yard gain.
They'll run the counter to Connor. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
On the carry.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
A loss of a yard on the play.
From the gun, it's Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
On the scramble. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Loss of 7 yards.
1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Go right side, and McBride has it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Murray, 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. He'll throw it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cardinals take the lead as Todd runs out here in the 3rd. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create. What a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cardinals push their lead to 3. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Shaheed now to return. Escapes a defender. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
A 5-yard gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Kamara running out of the gun. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Screen here for Kamara. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Matthew Hayball to kick this away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. First and 10, Murray has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Connor here from the gun. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got Jones for the completion. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
1st down, Cardinals.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 2-yard gain. brings up second down.
Murray from the pistol.
33-yard line.
And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
And this guy's been an animal on the ground today with some great results. A little surprising there, Kate, to see a sack so far behind the line of scrimmage. But that's a welcome sack defensively after seeing him do so much damage with his legs.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Murray. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's fourth down.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure and temperature. Because a third down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Kamara now on 1st and 10. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 21-yard line.
Sharp with a quick toss out wide. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Sharp on third down. And he caught by his back, Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Punt team on the field. They could really use a good one here. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Connor gets it here to begin the drive. And he starts quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd and 8. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Marvin Harrison Jr. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Murray on 3rd down. There's a screen. It's Connor. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Complete to James Connor.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Saints come marching onto the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Start things off with a run by Kamara. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shock working from the gun. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. Nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
11 more yards. That's another Saints 1st First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. From the gun, here's Akers. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
15 more yards. That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw, Shuck. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints down by only 3. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Pressure coming, it's Shuck. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
The Cardinals going with a dime package here. 3rd down coming up. Now to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
48-yard line.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Escapes the pocket. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Brock, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested and celebrating, and hopefully you can pull out that victory formation.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. The Saints calling for a timeout. Their first. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw it. That's complete to Wilson. Decent gain here, but short of the first. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Running left, this is Kamara. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
That's another Saints first down.
And they clock it here, 25 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain of 20.
Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
Saints.
And That's clocked with 9 seconds left. Time for maybe a couple of plays. Here's an important kick now for Blake Groupie. And the whistle's go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. So the Saints send out Blake Groupie for the try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And it's on its way and through! He hit it from deep. And in the final moments, they have tied this game.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here he is to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! Alontae Taylor has it! That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those two drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. On the return, here's Jones. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And they fought hard not just against their opponents out on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents here in these stands. Now a chance to be the first ones to answer the bell and take the early lead here in overtime. Here's Connor on the option. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive. A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down. Murray keeps it. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it third down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
3rd and 1. Here's Murray. He's got McBride complete. He's got the first down grab and still going. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
First down, Arizona.
First down carry for Connor. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, it's Murray. Brought in left side by Jones. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Well, I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Dumps it off to Connor. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All right, needing 3 yards here on third down if they want to keep this opening drive of overtime going. Back to the air. Murray. Here's a screen to Benson. Has some room to work. This is down all the way to the 3. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to run it in, Connor. And he runs it across. Touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? The coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if you're tied after those two series, it is next score wins. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Kamara. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Back to throw. Shot. Dumped off to his running back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd down, here's Shuck. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. This is it, Brock. Make or break right here. Overtime rules gave them a chance to go touchdown for touchdown. But if they don't come through on this 4th down, they have wasted that chance.
And they're humans down there. They're not robots. They know exactly what these circumstances are, but this is also, Kate, where you tell yourself just do your job. Just do what you have been trained to do. You can't make it more and bigger than it is, or else they're going to fail.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today, getting the win in Week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. 1 loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it could get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from New Orleans.